What is going on, YouTube? This is yours truly, ATUM-RE, coming at you with another video. And before we go in, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. Today, we are going to talk about the PSA Rock, my latest purchase. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, now that we're back, let's go ahead and talk about it a little bit. Went ahead and got a new purchase, the PSA Rock. Before we dig any deeper, let's just kind of go over some of the specs really quickly, and then we can get back to talking about the beautiful PSA Rock. All right, so the capacity is going to be 23 plus 1. So you know, with 23 plus 1, it's 24. The weight with an empty mag is 25 ounces. It is very light, I can tell you that, just by filling the actual gun. The barrel material is going to be carbon steel with QPQ finish, fluted. Barrel length is going to be 5.2, and you have that little longer barrel for that added velocity. The twist rate is going to be 1 1/9 inch. And then you're going to have the thread pitch, which is going to be 1 2/28 TPI. Slide material is going to be 416 stainless steel. Again, the action delayed, blowback striker fired. The mag catch is going to be reversible. There's a safety on the trigger, the accessory rail, the Picatinny. And it also comes with a Holosun red dot. And, you know, you just can't beat what you get for the value. And here's a side comparison between, let's say, a 9mm, CZP-10F. As you can see, the size is not that much bigger. It's a little bit longer as far as barrel length is concerned. But when you stack them up, let's see here. Let's take a look here. Not too much longer, about the same. So, as you can see, you know, it's going to be basically a full-size gun, period, point blank. I decided to jump into the 5.7 game, decided to go with the PSA Rock, looked at some other options, looked at the Smith & Wessons, also looked at the FN, looked at the Ruger, and for the money, this came out on top, because, you know, the FN, you're talking $1,100 to $1,200. That's without any added. With this right here, with everything added, you're still talking about half the price, and it shoots very well, very reliable. Because I've run a few mags through it. I think I've run at least 100 rounds through it, about $100. But it's been pretty reliable so far, and all the other reviews that I've seen on it states that it is very reliable. One thing that you will notice when you grab a hold to a 5.7 pistol, that it is significantly lighter than a 9mm. This feels like a 9mm unloaded. And speaking of unloaded, just want to let YouTube know that this is safe and unloaded. No ammunition in the actual magazine, okay? But yeah, I decided to get into it, got the threaded barrel version. I said, you know, if I'm going to get it, might as well go ahead and get it, you know, go all the way out. If I decide to get the suppressor in the future, I have that option. Went ahead and got the Holosun red sight, on the red dot I meant. And never had a gun with a red dot, just wanted to try it out and see if it's something that I see viable, because as you get older, your eyes get bad. But I like the grip texture on it. It fits very good in your hands. This is a nice full-size pistol, and I think everybody knows why 5.7 was created. I don't think I need to go over the history with you and say, you know, this is why it was created. But it was created to, you know, replace 9mm. But at the current prices, I don't see that happening anytime soon. But I do like the terminal ballistics, and I like the fact that, you know, it's very, very low recoil. When you shoot it, you'll notice that it has very, very little pop to it. And it has, you know, good terminal ballistics for what you get. The only downside is that, you know, as far as arm and piercing, you know, it's designed to also Pierce armor, those rounds are pretty much not available to civilians, you know. So the real hot sauce is not available to civilians. I think the best thing that you can get is going to be the Gold Dot for civilians. I hear that is pretty good. Has pretty good, you know, penetration and pretty decent expansion, but it's not going to expand the way that a 22 mag would. You know, it just flower up. And that's pretty much the deal with all rifle bullets from what I've seen. You know, they do expand, but they don't expand the same way that, let's say, a 45 ACP, obviously. There's going to be more mass. You know, that's, you know, the big reason there. But I have noticed that in ballistic gel that it does fragment 5.7, you know, some, but it does not ooze quick enough for it to actually cause the hydroshock thing that you get from 5.56 when it actually basically explodes. If you ever looked at 5.56, some real hot 5.56 go into some ballistics gel, you'll notice that there'll be a straight path, and then you'll see where, you know, it loops up because it actually, there's an explosion because it's going so fast and it just explodes. That's why it does so much damage. But I have seen that these do tumble, so 5.7 does have the tumble in effect, which is going to give you a nasty wound channel and a you know, nasty wound cavity, I should say. But yeah, I like it. I wanted to get into 5.7, wanted to try something different than 9mm. I got a lot of firearms in 9mm. We'll get more, but just wanted to try something different. And I've been eyeing 5.7 for a very long time. I know it's expensive. I know. But it is something that I actually wanted to have and decided to get it. You know, just had to have it. You know, like, you know, the benefits and the upside is worth it to me. I know that the price is high. There's, you know, not enough platforms, you know, but there are more and more platforms coming, which is a good boost for the actual round. But again, it is very expensive right now. So this is, I would definitely not recommend. This is something for your first pistol. I would definitely not recommend that. But yeah, I'm excited. I want to go out and shoot it some more, get some more practice with it. Not sure if this is going to be my nightstand gun yet, but I definitely want to get some more, you know, rounds down range, I should say, before we make that decision. But overall, man, I can't say too much bad about it. Again, I love the texture. It feels very good in my hand, and as you can see it from this angle, I'm still able to grab it, you know, just as well as I can with a Glock, because I know it has a longer diameter, and a lot of people will worry about that, but that's not an issue. And it's also going to be thinner as well. Now, loading the magazines are pretty much the same as a rifle, but it does get tough when you get to the very end. But it's you know, pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have. I just wanted to, you know, let you guys see the new toy to the collection, another one for the safe. Got plenty more. I'm probably going to do either gun collection video, and also would like to do a bucket list video at some point too. You know, just tell you guys some of the guns that are on my bucket list, because once you get involved in this game, it never ends, man. You buy a gun, and by the next week you're like, I want something else. It's a sickness. I wish I didn't have it, but I do. And there are other things that I could be addicted to, but that is pretty much all I have, guys. Again, PSA Rock, another one for the safe. 2A up.